Sorry I'm a little late getting started. Um, so, anyway, I hope everybody is well and doing good. I hope everybody can catch me. And really, guys, I really need to get to 2,500 subscribers so I can give away this quilt and finish my macrame curtain. So, if y'all don't mind, I'd really appreciate y'all telling your friends to subscribe and like and, um, you know, be a part of my community. I guess I could move this this way. And if you have a question, guys, please feel free to type it in the comments. I see that my monitors, neither are on right now. And I understand that one of them may not be at all. Hi, Lily. I hope you're doing well. Good. If anybody has any questions or anybody wants to ask Spirit about anything, please feel free. I'm here to talk about it. I know there's a lot going on in the world today, and with the government shutdown, and honestly, I don't think the government should get paid if they're gonna not work, right? We don't get paid if we don't work, right? Well, I work and I still don't get paid, but that's beside the point. But I mean, if we're not at our job doing our job, we don't get paid. So I feel like if they're not at their job doing their job, they shouldn't get paid. That's just my personal belief in the matter. But hey, who am I? Just an old tarot reader from back when, way back when. Anyway, I hope some people are on and that you guys are all doing well. And please like and subscribe. Hi, Pandas. Oh, thank you. No, I'm old bat. Hi, Dat. Hi, Yolanda. You evil? No, not really. I don't think so anyway. Some people might call me evil, but I don't think so. Hi, I hope everybody is good. The Lily Psycho said hi Lily. I hope you're doing well. I try to be a good person. I try to be kind and honest, and I'm a Sagittarius. Oh, hey Gina, glad you're here. But I already I'm evil. Jeez. Anyway. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I try to be an honest person. I'm a Sagittarius. It's fault. It's by fault. It's a trait. I think I have 1,463 at the moment. Hopefully, I really want to give away this awesomely made quilt handmade by Eleanor, which is another one of my monitors. She made this for me to give away when I reach 2,500 subscribers. So when I do that, somebody will get a really nice, warm, beautiful quilt made by a very special person in the world today. And we all need some special people. It's made with love and positive energy, and it will fit nicely in your house, or on your bed, or on your wall, or wherever you want to put it, over your couch, whatever. I know I like it. So, yeah, please hit like and subscribe. I do private readings, as Gina is texting now. If you would like one, you can email me at the email she just put on. I'm trying not to charge an arm and a leg. My husband is a quadriplegic, so I'm trying very hard to generate some extra so that we can, live our life the way we're accustomed to. You got to take the punches, I guess. You got to take the good with the bad, right? So anyway, if anybody has a question, please type it and let me know, and we'll go on with it. Otherwise, I'm just going to be rambling on like I normally do. But I love our community. I love the community, the friends I've gathered together on this thin raft, in the words of Jim Morrison. Kelly, Brian, I can't put on music, especially if I don't have the rights to it, so I'm sorry. I wish I could, because I'd be playing some stranger up in here. But I can't, so sorry about that. And I don't really know who that is, but Tara Reid, Pasha Companionship, Osha Pastry. I'm not sure what you're asking me. Sorry, Kelly. I don't have the rights to the music, so I can't play it. I'm sorry. You just get to hear me ramble. And I'm not sure what you're asking. If you're asking about a relationship for you, Ashia, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing your name correctly. And if I'm not, I am so sorry. But I'll ask Spirit about companionship for you, if you would like, if that's what you're asking me to ask it. Hi, Stella. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Hope things are good. Anyway, let's see about companionship for Osha. Oh, okay. Well, it's got something to say to you anyway, Osha. And you guys, please hit like and subscribe. Let's get me to that 2,500 mark. And please, if you like my content, please give me a thumbs up and a subscribe, and tell your friends, and watch the videos all the way through. You never know what I'm going to say at the end. Okay. And this is for companionship for Osha. So let's see. Well, it looks like you do have a new friend coming up. Thank you so much, Stella. I appreciate that so very much. So it looks like you do have a new friend that is interested, anyway, in you. So that's cool. I don't know if it's any more than that, than just a friendship, or somebody to go to a concert with, or somebody to just hang out with, watch some TV, do some movies, and go out to lunch or coffee or whatever. There's not much promise there as far as romance goes. It looks like it's just a good friend right at this moment in time. And it's probably a Gemini type of individual, which they, sometimes they know what they want, sometimes they don't. They fight with themselves all the time. So, maybe it's best that you're not getting in a romantic relationship with this individual, because they're wishy-washy, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no. And who needs that? Who needs that stress of somebody not giving a definitive answer? And for you, my dear Osha, you have to let go of some things. You can't allow people to pay for other people's mistakes. You're not letting go of the past. You got to let go of the past in order to make your future bright. We can't, I mean, yes, you can visit it and make sure you're not making the same mistakes over, but you have to let go of the past. You really do. You have to let go of it. And I always say this, I've said it 1,000 times, I'm going to say it one more time, 1,001 times. The windshield is big because your future is bright and it's wide open. It's what you make it. And your past is small. That's where the rear view mirror comes in. It's little. Unless you're looking for a cop, don't look in the rear view mirror. And also I wanted to say, you guys, that I really watched a very inspirational YouTube, and I've shared it with Eleanor. I'll try to share it with you too, Gina. It was very good. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. And it talked about, it was a general, and he talked about, you know, how they made them make their bed every morning and they got inspected and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, it taught them that you've completed one task. You got up, you made your bed. That's one task down. Check. And, you know, he goes on and on. But anyway, I think that you're pretty easygoing, Osha, that this is a major, and it's telling me that you're easy to get along with, and you're fun, and you stop and you appreciate the little things in life, which is good. Like you'd appreciate somebody, you know, stopping on the side of the road and picking you some wildflowers instead of, you know, going to a fancy Nancy florist and buying you a bouquet of roses. They're going to die anyway. So you appreciate the smaller things, the beautiful things, the thoughtful things in life, which is awesome. So I think you deserve somebody that's a companion in that capacity, not somebody who's wishy-washy. Oh, thank you, Stella. You have to go. I'm sorry. Well, maybe you can read. Ha! Here I am. Okay. So, have a good one, Stella. I hope you can come back. Hi, Star Mendinas. God bless Grandma. Everybody needs a good grandma. Anyway, so back to Osha. It says for you to take action on your creativity. You know, don't worry about having a companion or not having a companion. So long as you got friends you can count on one hand, you're good. You're really good. So don't worry about that. You know, worry about you. Worry about just enjoying your life. I've gone to the movies by myself before. I saw the Titanic by myself. So at a movie theater. Yes, I did. And it was enjoyable. I didn't have to worry about sharing popcorn. So it was wonderful. There is a person that is a Pisces type of individual. I want to say they're more mature than, you know, they're pretty easygoing too. So that's good. You need somebody in your life that's flexible, not so demanding or wishy-washy. You need somebody that's happy-go-lucky like you are. So there you go. Oh, hey, Stella. Glad you're back. That was quick. Star, what is Tedder? What is Tedder? I don't know what that is. Is that a reader? I'm a pretty grandma. Thank you. I am a grandma too. Actually, I'm a great grandma. So I'm pretty excited about my level. Thank you for recognizing. I think I have a very, very good level. I have a good level too, whatever that is. But I like my level. I'm happy I made it this far, and I plan on keeping going. I plan on doing everything I can do to keep my husband alive and well and happy. And my community, I hope that it continues to grow and we all can bounce ideals and love off of each other and help each other through some tough times. So if anybody else has a question, let's go. Let's hear it. Or do you guys want to just hear me ramble? Because I can do that too. I can ramble on. He is. I mean, he's bedridden right now because he has a pressure ulcer. But it's healing, so he'll be able to get up in no time. And we watch the Bills play football right now. I've got a volleyball shirt on, piece of volleyball. But we watch the Bills play on Sundays and Thursdays and Mondays and whatever day they play. we love us some Bills, so go Buffalo, go Bills. Gotta put that in there. Well, yeah. Let's see. Did Taco have another health event? Probably. But they're showing him playing golf, so he just taking a vacay. Although I don't think he should get paid either, since he shut the government down. But my personal professional opinion on the subject. Anyway, let's see. Did Taco Man, and we all know who we're talking about, the orange one, and not Sunkissed. Not Sunkissed, but I'm going to take a drink. Cheers, everybody. I got ice. Spirit did the orange one, Taco Man, have another health event, even though he definitely isn't a critical thinker, that's for sure. But let's see. I heard from some other people their predictions that he's going to have a rough month this month, and that I think that was Dark Politics. Nick 8888 838. Nick 38. Nick dash 38. Which is Nick 888. Like triple infinity. But anyway, did he have a health event? We all know I think that's it. Okay, let's see. He's trying to take some action where money is concerned. He is really ripping the American people off to build a ballroom and to do some stupid craziness so he can be king of the United States, which we fought in 1776 and won to fight against that. So why would we want a king? We wouldn't. But he's trying to put us, I think he's taken action where the American people's dollars are concerned. And he is ripping us off, basically. He's a con artist. And he's got some good promise going on there. And he's determined to run for a third term. He's determined to rig the 2026 primary or midterm elections. So he's definitely determined to do so. And he's got some aces up his sleeve. But we're talking about his health events, and he probably did, but he's got that med bed. I don't think his health is as good as it's never been as good as they pretended it to be, but he is, yeah, he's declining in a rapid pace, I want to say. I mean, he has good days, he has bad days, which is the Pisces type of thing, but he is really declining, in my opinion, and he's reverting back to a child, trying very hard not to, but he is reverting. His mind is totally gone. I thought if he had a marble left, it done left. It's gone. No marbles left in the man's head. I believe that yes, he did have a health event, and it extends from his childhood as well. He has had this condition his entire life, and I'm not talking about bone spurs. I'm talking about mental capability. He's had this condition his whole life, and the Wheel of Fortune. You know, for us Americans who are like, yes. For him, he's like, I got a little fight left in me, and I'm gonna stay till I can't. And when he can't, he can't. But I did hear from other readers and other people that his health is declining, but the cards also said his health is declining. He has good days and he has bad days. I guess like all of us that are leveling up, and he's reverting backwards. But this is the Wheel of Fortune. It's also a major arcana card, so you know his luck is running out. I do believe it's straight up, which is really actually a good thing. But for him, I guess. So he's still got a little bit of time left. Darn it. I mean, oh, did I say that out loud? I didn't mean to say that out loud. I mean, oh, bless his heart. Bless it. You know. Has anybody else got a question? That was a good one, Gina. But I need a clarifier. Why did he get the will? You're worried about the non-protesters causing trouble to make us look bad. You know, for the most part, yeah, they've done that before. I think with that riot, and they had their own people setting stuff on fire, and they've done that before. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them, but they've done that before. But I wanna clarify on that Wheel of Fortune, because the Wheel of Fortune is actually a very good card. So if we were talking about his health is improving. So hi, Deshay, it's good to see you. Good to hear you. Kevin's doing okay. He's still in bed. He's got a friend over right now with his friend's little drone, and they're flying around looking at the property. And so I'm happy for Kevin that he's got a friend over. And I'm recording, so perfect timing, right? Anyway, Eleanor, I don't even know if Eleanor's on right now. I know she wanted me to text you, and I didn't have a chance to do so about monitoring. So Gina's on her own today, but Gina's up to the task, I'm sure. I want a clarifier on that Wheel of Fortune card. I want to know what's up with that. Okay. King of Wands. You know, he's fighting like his life depends on it, which it does. So, I mean, he's trying everything that he can to be be healthy, and he's trying, but he has his vices, as we all do. His are hamburgers, and he is not in good health, and he's getting blood infusions or transfusions of some sort, dialysis, something to help him. And the stress is the number one killer. Now this is upside down, so he usually blames everybody else, so he doesn't really feel the stress. of the situations that are going on, but it's telling me that his lack of taking responsibility helps him stay healthy, helps him to be less stressful and less stressed. Maybe we need to take a little bit of that and not be so much stressed and start blaming him for everything. Oh, the sky's blue. It's his fault. Oh, it's raining. It's Trump's fault. There's a tornado in Canada. It's Trump's fault. So, I mean, hey, let's try that. See what happens. Of course, you can ask a question. Hi, Jane with twins. I hope you're great. I love seeing my regulars and my community, my friends come on here because I consider you guys all a part of my wonderful community that I've gathered together on this thin raft. I hope everybody's doing well. So there was another question before Dasha. I don't remember what it was. My husband's good. Upcoming Kings, no protests. Will there be jerks? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it's okay. You can go visit your cousins. I'm sure they were happy to see you, as I am. I was a little delayed myself, so I'm not complaining. Let's see. Will there be protesters on the opposite side pretending to be peaceful protesters and cause trouble? That's the question I want to know. There have been a lot of protesting going on lately, a lot of shootings as well. Let's see. I'll get to that, Disha. I thought we talked about that last time, last Saturday. And we said if he did not contact you on your birthday to move on. If you remember. Let's see. Protesting. It's all about that. Yes, there will be some that cause some trouble, and it'll blame it on the Democrats or the protesters that are being peaceful. And yeah, that's gonna happen. It's a given. Yeah, it's gonna happen because they're working on no passion. Because if they were compassionate and understanding, they wouldn't want a king either. They would want to be free to think for themselves. So yeah, that's gonna happen. Page of Wands. But if we do not stand up and take risk, then they're going to win. We have to stand united. We have to stand united in a peaceful protest. And I can't stress that enough. Be as peaceful as you can. Don't get in the road. Don't block traffic. Have your signs. Yell as loud as you can. No kings. Let your voice be heard. We have to take the risk of a few that are going to cause us issues. We still have to take the risk. There's more of us than there is of them. So we have to take the risk. Sagittarius card. And the world. The world is watching for real. And we're learning as we're doing this. We're learning other cultures. We're learning how to avoid certain instances or certain stuff. We're learning that, the orange, I can't bring myself to call him our president because he is just a complete and total moron. However, he finds ways to distract us, and we cannot allow that. We need to use our minds, use our thinking, and stop him from doing that because he is all over the Epstein files. You know this. I know this. We all know this. Spirit knows this. So we cannot allow him to distract us from what we need to accomplish. So he did contact you. Well then, okay. You know, this is what June says. June says, okay, that's nice that you'll be here until I find someone. That's wonderful. But that's telling me, this is what June says. This is not what the cards say. We'll read the cards in a minute. But what June says, oh, isn't that sweet? That's not sweet. That's just like dangling a carrot in front of you. I don't like that. I'm beginning not to like Ramsey. I'm beginning not to, because he's just holding you there. He's holding you in a place where you don't want to be. I mean, I know you love him, and I do think he has feelings for you. However, my goodness, he needs to either poop or get off the pot, you know? And let him go on dates. Well, you should too. You should go on dates. Well, let's see what the cards say. So, what is Ramsey up to? Why is he holding on to Dasha and not letting her move forward, or not keeping the carrot dangled in front of her? Why is that? Why is that happening? What's the end game here? It's like he wants his cake and eat it too, in my opinion. But let's see what the cards say. Let's see what the cards say. Thanks, Gina. Hope I don't get no trolls in between then. Let me see what the cards say about that. All right. It's got three things to say. One is the Queen of Swords, and she is upside down. The Queen of Swords is a Virgo type of person. And, hey, I got a bruise on my arm. Don't hide that. Anyway, the Queen of Swords is talking about listening. You know, pay attention to what he's doing, not the words that are coming out of his mouth, because the words that are coming out of his mouth are not matching his actions. So do that Virgo type of thing and pay attention. Pay attention to his actions, not necessarily his words, because actions speak so much louder than words. They really do. So that's the first. The second is the Lover's card upside down. He may be your soulmate in this lifetime, but that doesn't mean that you're on the same level this lifetime. So therefore, girl, go on some dates, have some fun, do some fun things, meet some new people. And if he misses out, guess what? His loss this time. You guys aren't on the same level. He is not on your level. You're up here, he's down here. You guys ain't even in the same building. I would say you're not on the same floor, but you're not even in the same building. So I mean, it's like, come on. You know, cut yourself a break and don't hang on to this individual that is not on your level. Go out, have some fun, meet some new people, experience life the best way you can where you are. I know that both of your families have standards that they expect you guys to live up to, but you know what? Life is for living. This is a journey. Enjoy your ride. Go out there, meet some new people, have some fun, dance on the table, do something new and exciting for yourself, for you, not for anybody else, but for you. And as you're doing it, meet people along the way. And I really believe that there is a good individual out there for you, and that will treat you like the queen that you are. And you deserve that. You deserve that. I think it's trying to say if you want to see him, see him. But I wouldn't. I would pay attention to what he's doing, is what the cards are saying. Pay attention to his actions, not his words. I think that I would, I would keep him as an option, just like he's doing you. Tit for tat, Play the game, girl. Be the queen that protects the king, Be her. Be her. Do it. And you do deserve better than this. You do deserve to be more than an option. So I would make him an option. I would go out. I would have fun. I would laugh. Every time somebody seen me, I would have a big old smile on my face like I was the happiest person in the world. And fake it, fake it, fake it if you have to. But do it. Do it. You deserve better. You really do deserve better. Okay, a general reading for the week. Well then, don't. Then don't see him anymore. If your values say don't, then don't. Let it go. Let him go. And be you. But have fun. Live your life. Meet some new people. I'm not saying you have to sleep with everybody. I'm not saying you have to get engaged on the first day, but I'm saying that you need to get out there and meet some individuals that are worth your time. Period. That their actions meet their words. Does that make sense? I hope so. And good luck. I know you're going to find somebody beautiful. So let's see, the general reading for the week. What's the general energy of the week coming up, which is the 5th through the 11th. Let's see what's coming up. What's our general energy? I know here in the United States for Trump it's not good, but let's see. For the general population of the earth, what is the energy for the week coming up? Ooh. I don't know if that's it or not. Generosity, for one. We have to be kind to one another. There's nothing wrong with being kind. There's nothing wrong with holding the door open for anybody. It doesn't cost you anything. And you can find creative ways to be helpful. You can leave a tomato on somebody's porch and say, hey, I thought you liked tomatoes, or whatever, a little note, something, or something that costs you nothing, a smile, a creative way of saying, wow, you're beautiful. You have a wonderful day today. And really send them that positive energy to that person, to any person, to everybody. So in the world today, we need to find creative ways to help that doesn't necessarily cost us an arm and a leg to do so, but to do it in some form or fashion, to be helpful and honest and creative. So that's energy for the week coming up, it looks like. And, this is a hard one. The King of Swords, which is a Libra type of person, which is the scales, which is justice. you know, sometimes justice just doesn't get served. You know, it really doesn't. It's hard, and it's, you know, we want to speak the truth, and we're trying to speak our truth. And sometimes, you know, people don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear what you have to say, whether it's a truth or not. They don't want to hear it. And I know it's not fair, but life isn't fair. But that doesn't mean that we can't be fair. That doesn't mean we can't. So I say that the energy for this week is to be fair and to be just and to be truthful, not non-truthful, which is what this is, because there's a lot of non-truths out there. And that's disheartening, but it's true. And it's time to be realistic with yourself and with everybody else. It's time for the energy to be in a more realistic state instead of a fantasy world. Yes, we all wish some things could be different. And we all, you know, are sending this energy out there, and we're giving too much energy to what we don't want to happen. And so it continues to happen. So we need to give energy to where the things that we want to happen, like see the world in a peaceful state, believe it's going to be in a peaceful state, that we're working towards that peaceful state in a realistic sense, a realistic way. So that's the energy for the week. We got to be realistic and be able to tell a lie when we hear it. And I'm glad that was helpful for you. And I really want you to move on and let him go. I do. I want that for you more than you know. And I'm going to be sending some energy your way for that to happen. I really am. And you know, sometimes, well, I don't know if you'd be able to do that where you are, but I don't know. I'm going to say it anyway. And I did this before I met my husband, Kevin. And, you know, I didn't meet him when he was a quad. He wasn't a quad when we met. And I had a little shop, and I ran across this little ritual that you could do. And I got a Coke bottle. Hi, Eleanor. Glad you're here. Glad you made it. I did this little bottle. I had a plastic Coke bottle. I took the label off, and I put some of my daughter's hair in there, and I tied a red ribbon around it, and I said, the person that needs to come into my life to be my partner for life has to love my daughter like she's his own. And then I put this little happy sad face, you know, like the theater thing in there. And I said he had to have a good sense of humor, he had to be smart, he had to be realistic, he had to be whatever. And I remember putting a penny in there, and I said he has to have his own money, so I ain't supporting nobody. So I put that penny in there. I wish I'd put 100 in there, but you know, hey. And I put some other things in there, something about passion and compassion, but I can't remember what all they were because it was a long time ago. It was like 16 years ago, actually, because we got married a month after we met. So, and we're still married. We've been married for 16 years. But anyway, I closed that bottle up, and I put it on the windowsill in my house. And I did it, I think, on a waning moon, coming up to from the new moon to the full moon. That's when you bring things to you. So I put it on there for 7 days. On the 7th day, I opened the window, I opened the bottle, and I said, universe, bring this person to me. And it took about 2 months, and Kevin walked in, and I knew. And we were married, and we're still married. We're still happy. We still love each other. Nobody's been, you know, threatening divorce or anything. And we're still happy. We're still doing the best that we can do with what we have to do with. So if it worked for me, it might work for you. So try it. Can't hurt nothing. And Kevin did adopt Holly. So she is his daughter. So let's see. Are two Democrats that are being paid by BB remorseful? Are two Democrats that are being paid by BB remorseful? Let's see. Let's see. Are the two Democrats that are being paid by BB remorseful? No. I think they're having a change of heart. Yes, I think they are remorseful. I think they're thinking, what the hell was I thinking? A little bit of money for what? To betray the American people? Really? Yeah, they're remorseful. They're regretting that decision. And they're about to change their mind and do the old betrayal, bait and switch. They're going to switch up and be back on the side they're supposed to be, the side of truth and honesty. And I can see them just throwing the money back in the face and saying, don't need it. Bye. You do you, boo. And I'm going to expose that you tried to bribe my person. So, yeah, I think they are remorseful. And I think they're going to switch and they're going to betray. So that's cool. I like that. So, anything else, anybody? Anybody else got anything they want to ask? I am so glad you're with us, Eleanor. I hope you got that little thing I sent you. I don't know if it went through or not, about the general that was talking about making the bed and, you know, the things that they had to do. Probably not. I think that Israel is a really bad seed. I hate to say that because, you know, that's June saying. It's not what the cards are saying. Let's see what the cards are saying. Will Israel and the United States still be allies after this regime is done? Which hopefully it's done sooner than later. Will Israel and the United States still be allies after this regime is over with? Let's see what Spirit has to say about that. Oh, quite a bit. Is that it? Got something else? Let's see. If you want to, put your hair in it. Yes, of course. He has to love you as you love yourself. And you have to love yourself first. Oh, we still be allies. Well, I think that's it. All right. First off, we got to get rid of the king. Now, I believe that this is saying that we're going to try to be civil and try to be allies if they're going to act like an ally. If they are going to stop this craziness that is going on, then yes, we will probably still be their ally. However, you know, we're trying to be optimistic. Universe is trying to be optimistic that we're all going to love each other and everything's going to be just peachy. But being optimistic and realistic is two different things. And sometimes you can walk right off a cliff when you give somebody a third, fourth, fifth chance, you know. First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. So, you know, I feel like that the United States is trying to be optimistic that we can still be civil. The Knight of Swords, we're not going to take any action against them, although they have committed some war crimes, in my opinion. But, so I really feel like we're not going to take action against Israel. That we're going to be like, hey, it happened. You did what you did. Now you're stopping. So we're going to see how things play out. It doesn't look like we're standing our ground either, though. We're not going to support them as much as we have. That's for sure. We're not going to stand the ground that Trump stood on. We're not going to support them as much as we have this regime. So, no, they're not going to get the United States' support like they have in this administration. We can be an ally without giving support. We are to Ukraine right now. Jesus. But we will not be fooled. We are not going to be fooled by Israel or anybody else for that matter. We're not going to be fooled by them. We got their number. We know what they're about, so we're not going to be fooled by it. So that's good. That's a major arcana as well. And, we're not going to roar and we're not going to stomp our feet and make ultimatums. We're just going to let them be. Hey, you do you. Now, we'll support you if you're doing the right thing. But if you're not doing the right thing, guess what? We're pulling our support. Period. So that's cool. And the star, the United States is scattered. A lot of people think this is, oh, you're the star. But no. It means scatteredness, straight up, major arcana. United States is being pulled in a lot of different directions. Plus, here at home. I mean, we're crazy right here at home. We don't have to go nowhere else to find craziness. It's in our backyard. It's in our front yard. It's all over the place. So I think we're being pulled in a lot of different directions, trying to support this one and support that one and seeing which one's best for the United States. Well, Israel isn't one of them. Russia isn't one of them. China isn't one of them. Kim Moon, whatever his name is, isn't one of them. North Korea isn't one of them. So we're being scattered, we're being pulled, and we need to stick together. We need to pull it in and get back in the UN and, be with our real partners like Canada and Mexico and United Kingdom and etc. We need to stick together with those and not the people that just want to blow up the world and destroy it. So, and it talks about giving our energy, our resources, our things of value to who deserves it, and Israel isn't it. So, no, probably not. We'll probably still be allies with them, but not as supportive as we once were or as we are now. So, anybody else have anything for me? I'm glad to see Eleanor on there. I hope you got that thing. I tried to send it to you, and if you didn't, I'll try to send it again. I sent it to you and Charles, and hopefully you both got it, because it was very inspiring and very, very good. I think you'll enjoy it. Kind of reminded me of something your dad might say to you. Eleanor, that is. So, how y'all doing? How are you, Gina T? You doing okay? I know, Deja, you're working the best way you can. Jane B, I hope, J with 2 N's. I hope that everybody is doing as well as they possibly can. ABC reported that 250 ballots were hit inside a person's Amazon package. I'm glad you're all right. Yeah, I know that they're calling for a mass recount in that county where Kamala Harris's votes were not counted at all. They didn't even count her votes. They just put it to the side. I think the United States needs to give us a receipt, you know, like a little ticker tape, like you get at the grocery store, that says who we voted for, so we have a receipt and we can pull it in case they destroy or hide ballots. Then we have a receipt of how we voted, and we can say, look, this is how I voted, and if it doesn't match how we voted, we can say it right then. Hey, this is not the way I voted, so what's wrong with the machine, or what's wrong with something, because this is not the way I voted. Take it to the monitor, whoever is watching over the votes. Yeah, so I mean, it's crazy how things get so distorted and so out of control. And, you know, it was easy for Elon to just press a button and flip the switch to the votes to be counted a different way than they were. And maybe not at every machine, but on the majority of them. I do, honestly, I'm gonna ask that question. And I hope they do a really good election. Let's see, and I hope it's not fraudulent. Hello, oof, I can't, Must. I'm just gonna call you Musta. Musta, hey Musta. I would butcher your name. Bye, June. I hope, bye, June. Bye, June. I'm out of here. June has left the building. Bye, Disha. I hope you have a wonderful night. And remember, love you first. Mustafa. Like Mufasa? Mustafa. I still can't say it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm bad at English, let alone any other language. I had a question. No, I can't. Mustafa. Okay. Mustafa. Good. Okay. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. I have a question about, will they fix the election system? Because I think it is broken. My personal opinion. Will they fix the election? Okay. Well, we got the Page of Wands, Sagittarius card. Well, thank you. I love you too. I am happily married though, so if you're looking for a date, you got the wrong site. Anyway, Sagittarius card. Without risk, there is no gain. So, I want to say that we have to stand up. We have to stand together, and we have to be willing to take risk, to get out there and vote and ask for a receipt or something to say the way we voted, so that somebody can't just press a button and flip the vote. I think that we need to stand together, united, and stand strong in our election system so our democracy does not get demolished, which is the way it's going. So we're going to have to take some risk, which is get out there and protest and have your voice be heard. We have to stand our ground. We have to be the leader. We have to be the forefront. We have to be strong and diligent in the way that we do things, electoral wise, election wise. We have to support one another. We have to, even if we disagree, we have to support and say, okay, you voted for that, and that's great, good for you. I voted for this, and that's great, good for me. But we have to be strong. We gotta lead. We gotta get that lead and keep it. And then, we can't be wishy-washy. We can't be, You know, we got to stand our ground, guys. We got to stay focused. We have to stay on top of things. We cannot allow what is happening right now, just the distractions from this, the distractions from that. We cannot allow this to happen. We cannot be easy-go-lucky, go with the flow, sit back and be quiet. We got to stay ahead. You know, we got to stay ahead. It's a big burden. It's hard. Good things are never easy. Nothing's easy, actually. You know, so you just got to stay diligent. You got to carry your load. You got to carry somebody else's load sometimes. And it's okay. It's okay to stand up for one another and help each other, prop each other up. It's all good. What I do, Mustafa, is I read tarot cards. That's my passion. That's what I love to do. And I ask universe and spirit for guidance on these tarot cards. And that's what I do. That's what this site is about. It's about building a strong spiritual community that is about love, peace, harmony. My daughter. But it's about building trust and love. It's about spreading love, spreading peace, spreading joy, and hopefully helping people to overcome some obstacles that they may be having. Hopefully. Okay, what about me, my hun? What do you mean? You and your person, your mate, your what are you asking me to ask spirit? I'm not sure what you're asking. What about you? Do you want a general reading on what's going on with you for the upcoming week? Or have you hit like and subscribe? I hope so. So you can catch the lives and Political Wednesday and the Tarot Sunday, or not Tarot Sunday, but Zodiac Sunday, which will be tomorrow. I do all signs for the upcoming week. What about your personality? Okay, let's ask spirit about your personality. June has some ideals, but let's see what spirit says. Let's see what spirit says about Vasa's tarot. It's about tarot. Fun to me. Let's see what your personality is. I have some ideals, but let's see what the spirit says about you. This is not me. This is spirit talking. So if you don't like what you hear, please don't kill the messenger. Spirit is Vasa's personality. I think you go about things in a very direct, unrestful manner. I do think you're a little bit guarded. You're kind of like, it's not like you're afraid, you're just skeptical. Very, very skeptical. I think you try to bring old ideals, old customs and traditions to the forefront, especially when it comes to your family. You're very loyal to them, and you try to keep the traditions alive and burning within yourself and them. This is not what I thought at all. Okay, so sometimes you don't water your garden, though. You're not taking care of the things that you need to take care of, and that is, you know, yourself. You're not nurturing your soul, and you need to do that. So that's what it has to say about your personality there. Mufasa. Um, well, I don't believe in tarot as a fortune telling tool. Everybody has their own mind. I can tell you today, if you go outside, you might stumble and fall. But if you don't go outside, you won't stumble and fall. So, it's up to you. It's like say you're taking a mass amount of drugs. And I say to you, hey, if you keep on, you're going to kill yourself. I mean, is that fortune telling or is that the truth? What do you describe as fortune telling? I don't believe tarot is a fortune telling tool. I believe it's a guide more than anything. So no, I don't read fortunes. I give advice and guidance, and hopefully people take heed. But you can ask a question and hopefully spirit will answer it and answer it to the best of its, the best of my ability to interpret it, what it's saying. And I've been interpreting cards for, see, Harmony would have been 45, so 43 years now. She was 2 when I started. So I've been reading cards and interpreting cards for a very long time. And I've been told I was wrong a few times, and I have been wrong a few times. One time in particular, the lady told me I was wrong, and then she brought another person in the very next day. She never did tell me I was right, but she brought a person in to see me the very next day, and they had a reading. So either she wanted them to waste their money, or I wasn't wrong, or she just wanted them to waste their money. I don't know. She never did tell me. Can you tell me what will be our future? You love a boy. Could I tell you what will be your future? I can tell you on the path you're on right now what is most likely going to happen. And you can change things. If you don't like what you're hearing, you can work on things to change it and make it different. Now, you cannot change other people. You can change you, but you can't change other people. So I'm going to make that perfectly clear right now. You can't change other people. You can change yourself, but you can't change them. And you can't make people love you. You got to love you before you love anybody else. So I can tell you on the path right now, Spirit, what is her in this Fatim? I'm sure I'm butchering your name, and for that I'm sorry. Let's see. I think he's a cancerous type of person, for one thing. Very opinionated, which is good. You don't want somebody who's going to roll over and just be like, whatever you say. Older than you, I feel. Let's see. What's your future, though? Spirit, what do you want to tell her about this boy that she loves? Is he a man or a boy? According to that card, he's a man. Or are you looking for a man and you're finding a boy? I'm not sure. What do you have to tell her about this possible blooming, budding relationship? Okay. This says, the first card that came out was you're a girl, he's a boy. Okay, I get that, but how old are you? Are you old enough to be on this channel? Because this is I think you're looking for a person who is older than you and mature and being okay, you're 25. That's mature. Okay. So or should be. So this person is older than you, this boy man, whatever you want to call him. He's older than you, correct? Uh and if not, he appears to be older than you. He has a very strong sense, a very opinionated opinion. So, okay. So I just want to make sure I got that right. All right. So, I think there's tradition that's old that he brings to the table that you find very appealing. And he finds that you're appealing to his ideals and his way of thinking. So I think that that's good. You guys think along the same lines. Now, honestly, you got to nurture things. You know, it takes two people to make or break a relationship. So if you want it to work, you got to nurture it. You got to play the game. And I hate to say that, but it's true. You got to nurture it. You got to play the game. You got to, you know, put your best foot forward and then work on the rest, you know? So you gotta nurture this. If you want it to go somewhere, you gotta nurture it, right? And so does he. Not just one, but both. Takes two, remember? Um, hmm. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this relationship. First I was thinking I did, but I think you're gonna end up with the short end of the stick if you keep going on the path you're going, because you're falling hard and they're taking their time. And this is the depression card. It's the moon card. And then it's a major arcana. So I don't like the way this is going. He is in more control than you are. And I feel like it has to be equal control or it's not going to work. It's not going to work and you're going to be the one that's crying. And I don't like that. Hi, Ashley. Wow, you caught it live. I'm excited. And don't forget, guys, to hit like and subscribe if you like my content. And hit the thumbs up button. I need all the help I can get. And then you have another major arcana card, which is the devil. I don't believe you're the type of girl that wants to be controlled, wants to be told what to wear, how to wear her hair, how to dress, how to speak, how to walk. You don't strike me as that type of person, and this is saying this is exactly what he's going to try to do to you, is control you. So I don't like it. I don't like the relationship. Find somebody else. I don't like him. I don't like control freaks, and apparently that is him. I have to work and invest, you mean? Well, I think in the long run, it's not going to be worth your time at this particular juncture. I think that you both have to work at it, but he's going to be very controlling, and I don't think you will like that. The result finally was it's not a good match. You guys aren't a good match. You're going to be left sad and under somebody's control, and I don't think you want that. If you want that, then by all means continue. But I don't think you want that. I think you need to love yourself and work on yourself and work on being the best you can be, and find the best person that complements the best you that you are, not somebody who wants to control you. Let's see. How do you build your relationship with that person? I just told you that person is probably going to be a control freak, and they're going to try to control you, and you're not going to like that. You're not going to come out happy. So how you build your relationship, I think you need to start with yourself. And that, I think that's what the cards are trying to say too. You have to love you enough not to be fooled into somebody else's existence. You are your own person. They are a person. And when you come together and you meet, and it's great when you're equal. But if you're on two different floors, it's never going to work, no matter how much you try. So how's it going, Ashley? What are you doing? What are you doing today? Doing anything fun and exciting other than watching me? Because I'm always fun and exciting. We all know that. Yeah, they're controlling shit. I do a live every Saturday, or try to. Yeah, I understand. Oh, I swept my bedroom and dusted today. Woo, go June. And got to fly a drone around a little bit, but that was fun. So I do lives every Saturday, or at least try to. So far, I've been able to do that. I do a zodiac, all 12 zodiac signs on Sunday for the upcoming week. So it'll be the 5th through the 12th, or the 6th through the 12th of next week. It'll be on Sunday the 5th that I will do the zodiac readings, and then I do a political Wednesday. And that's usually about all the time I have to do any kind of recordings, or sometimes I'll throw in some shorts with my kitties, or if I'm out mowing the grass or something, I'll throw in a short or two, just keeping it light. But I have a quadriplegic husband, so it takes a lot of my time. So I do what I can, and I hope for the best. And I send positive energy to people that I feel need it all the time. So, but that's my usual schedule, is live on Saturday, and it usually starts about 3 o'clock, 3:30ish p.m. and ends at around 5. And then the 12 o'clock, or Sunday, Zodiac Sunday takes as long as it takes. I pull little things out of a little cup I have. Now, yes, there is some astrology in the tarot cards. All the court cards, with the exception of the Knight card, are zodiac signs. Like the Page of Cups is Pisces. The Page of Wands is a Sagittarius. So it's a Sagittarius type of temperament. But I don't usually go on the cards that I pull out. I usually pull out the name of the zodiac sign and read what's coming up for them, because they may be dealing with a person that's their sign, or they may be dealing with their self. So, I don't like to pull out the cards as far as the zodiac cards go that represent each zodiac sign. And it could be that you're working with being stubborn or something. That's a page of that's a page. Some flew out here. Somebody's got to hear something. But well, we all got to be a little bit more realistic. Okay. So, if you can tell me what your birthday is, I can tell you what your sign is. What's your birthday? What month? What day were you born? I don't need to know the year. You're a Leo. I can tell you a lot about you. You're strong. You like to look nice. You flip that hair. You fake it till you make it. Leos are Sagittarius is supposedly best friends. We get along very well. We have the same go-get-it attitude. We're both very athletic. like sports, like to be outside, like to get our feet in the dirt. uh, Leos are a bit more stronger, or a bit stronger than Sagittarius is usually on opinions. Sagittarius are more philosophical than Leos, but Leos are very strong on their opinion and usually don't bend much. But that's okay, because it's nothing like having a Leo on your side, or a Cancer, or a Capricorn for that matter. So, and August 21st, I do believe that is an Aquarian type of individual. Let's see. June, July, August. That's an Aquarius type of, no, that's a Leo type. Yeah, you're a Leo. You're on a cusp, actually. You're on the cusp of Leo, Virgo cusp. So you're a good listener too. You're a cusp, baby. You're actually not a Leo. You're actually a Virgo, but you probably have some Leo traits as well as Virgo traits. So you're a cusp, baby. That's always cool and fun, because you're a good listener, and that's good. That's a good quality to have. And that's a Virgo. I hope you're getting some things done around the house, Ashley. Hope you're not crazy tired. You're welcome. Anybody else have anything? We have about 27 minutes left, and then I gotta call it a night. Gotta help turn the hubby and do something with him. See if he's mad at me for not keeping up the shop the way he used to. Or the property. I'll try. But I am no Kevin. Although I try to be. I want to be. Not a Kevin. I just want to be strong like he is and smart like he is. Jackie, hi. Oh, it's so good to see you on here, Jackie. I am like I'm happy for your husband's procedure. That makes my heart happy. I know it's a relief for you. Yay. I am so happy for you. And your husband, for that matter. Yay. I love it when good things happen to good people. Yay. That makes my heart happy. It really does. Thank you for sharing that with us in our wonderful, beautiful community. And thank you for being able to catch a live. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And it's good to see you on here. I'm glad you can make it. I wish Maureen Brown could get some. And, you know, sometimes I think, should I just do a spontaneous live and see who gets on there? I have to tell my monitors, though, because, goodness, if I did a spontaneous live, Scorpios, oof, they hold a grudge. Unless they're really mature. Scorpios are kind of hard to deal with, but they're very intuitive. They're very intuitive. They kind of know things before it happens. I think they're very observant individuals. So, yeah, you just can't make a Scorpio mad, or you're going to get stung, and it's not going to feel good. And you may not even realize you did something, and they're like, bring it up like 20 years later. Do you remember when you punched me in the arm and it really hurt? Well, I still think about that till this day. So, I mean, they hold the silliest grudges, so you got to be careful with Scorpios. I mean, it's kind of like walking on eggshells sometimes. But anyway, back to the more lighter side of things. So anybody else have a question? I'm glad. I'm with Gina. I am so glad. But I was thinking about like spirit team, please. Would love a message from spirit team, please. Spirit team. I don't know what you mean by team, but okay. Let's see what spirit has to tell Miss Jackie today. Let's make it something wonderful and beautiful, spirit. What do you got to tell Miss Jackie today? Oh, my cards ain't wanting to shuffle right. I'm using their condom, by the way. So, what is news for Jackie today? Jackie Coons, our beautiful friend and community person. There's a couple of things I think Spirit wants to say to you. Jackie? Oh, I get you. Now I understand. What is Spirit trying to say to you today? What is Spirit, talk to us. I think this is it, Jack. All right. I think that your fight, basically, you don't have to stand your ground. You don't have to be so strong anymore. You've been strong for a minute now, and it's time for you to take a break. It's time to, that's a load off, and just sit back and chill and enjoy. There will be a decision that's coming up, though, probably pretty soon. And it's talking about decisions of the heart, things that, weigh on your heart heavy. I think you will make the right decision regardless. And it might be a hard decision that you have to make, but you're going to make it, and you will make the correct one. So try not to worry about making the wrong decision. And it could be about you, taking a break and doing the things that you need to do. And it talks about holding on to your generosity, holding on to your things of value, and not giving all of yourself away. You have to keep a little some for you. Because if you give everything away, you have nothing to give. You have no existence. So you have to put the oxygen mask on yourself before you do the child. So keep some of your value. Don't give everything you have away. Don't give everything of yourself. You got to have something for you. So that's what the universe is trying to tell you today. And I know there are things that are lost, and grief is hard when you lose passion, you lose sight of what was your goal to begin with. It's hard. Life can be hard, but it's well worth the journey. So if you've lost a loved one, not your husband, but someone else maybe close to you, get some ruby zozite, wear it, hold it, put it in your pocket, put it close to your skin. If you've lost a job, considering the circumstances that you just went through, or, loss of income, loss of insurance, loss of a lot of things, because there's a lot of loss going on, that things that we're passionate about, it's okay. It's okay. Know that you are surrounded by love, and there's more things coming for you than just what you lost. So that's what Spirit has to tell you. There's more things coming, and you can work on finding your passion back. You can work on that. I know you can. You got this. You got it in your pocket. And I get, that people... yeah, I can do that. Jackie, you're such a strong woman. Hats off to you. Sometimes I wonder how we get through these things, but we do it. But anyway, introvert. I've never been an introvert. I've always been an extrovert. So June always says, just take a risk. Without risk, there is no gain. You can calculate your risk and don't do like I do and jump off the cliff and build your wings on the way down and hope for the best. But let's see what Spirit says, how you can overcome your shyness. And I say take baby steps, and maybe when you go out, the first person you see, say hello to. They may look at you like you're crazy, but that's okay. You're taking baby steps. Wave at the crossing guard. Wave at the person driving beside you. Hey, how you doing? Take baby steps. That's what June says. And put yourself out there. Without risk, there is no gain. If you don't take those risks, you don't gain anything. So, and you're in a good group right here. We are all here for one another. So you've got some friends here. You took a risk on building relationships with us. I know that you're behind a phone or computer or something like that, which you feel a little bit safer, but that's okay. You still took a baby step. You got to meet us. You got to talk to us, right? So that's something. Yeah, you gotta talk to yourself like you believe in you. You're human. You're a soul living in a body, and you have beautiful qualities, whether you realize it or not. Like every day when you look in the mirror and you're brushing your teeth, you say to yourself, wow, your eyes are sparkling today. You have the most sparkly eyes today. And I guarantee you that day somebody would say, wow, your eyes are really pretty. And you build on that. You don't believe in yourself. Well, you need to start believing in yourself. You're a wonderful person. You're a work in progress. So let's see what Spirit has to say. And we believe in you. Yes, we do. I agree with Gina there. You have found yourself a community, so hopefully you've hit the like and subscribe button so you can catch me and ring that little bell, hit that little bell so you can catch my lives, but and catch when I put something new up there. But let's see what Spirit has to say. What does Spirit's advice say? I know what June says, but what does Spirit say? I have a feeling I know what Spirit's going to say, but you never know what Spirit will say. So, unless you ask. So I'm asking. How does she believe in herself? How does she... there's a book. It's called What You Say When You Talk to Yourself. And it's an awesome book. I don't think it's in print anymore. I use it in my life coaching sessions, which I do that as well, which helps people to build their self-confidence and their self-esteem, because everybody is worth something. Okay, here we go. That's it. All right. Queen of Cups. What is the Queen of Cups? Queen of Cups is a Scorpio type of person, which is what your friend is. So it is saying that you got to find your inner intuition, and you got to believe that you exist for a reason. You're here on a journey. It's not work. You're here to stop and smell the roses or count your blessings every day. Oh, Dazzy, you're new. Well, good. Hit like and subscribe and join our community. We're here to help. Anyway, so it's talking about finding your inner strengths. You know, you have beauty that you're not even sharing with the world, and you need to. You need to. So find that inner beauty, that inner intuition, and share it, and be like, make them feel blessed that you just shared your intuition, your intuitiveness. And then Spirit is saying, Kai. Us Cajuns call you Kai. Hey, Kai. I like the name Kai. Hey, Kai. Like where the crawdads sing. I don't know if anybody ever saw that movie but me, but I love it. Anyway, the universe is saying that you have to learn to appreciate the small things in life. You have to learn to appreciate the small things that you do in life and your cultures, and learning other people's culture, and mixing them all together and see what it's going to come out to be. I'm talking about self-esteem, what Spirit is saying. Yes, smiles are great. Just a smile. And, sometimes that's all a person gets, is a smile. That's a good advice, Jane, with two N's. And then you got your Capricorns. So Capricorns are mostly introverted people or very organized. At least my daughter is. And she can tell when somebody likes her and somebody doesn't, and she usually doesn't give them a chance, which is not a very good thing. But I want you to take a quality that you like about yourself, and whether it's your organization skills, whether it's your ability to read somebody right off the bat and be like, hey, oh, are you having a rough day? I'm sorry. Is there anything I can do to help you? Or let them go in front of you. They could be in a hurry and have to get out of there. Maybe they have a quadriplegic husband at home and they got to get out of the grocery store real quick. So let them go in front of you. Say, it's okay. You can go in front of me. I'm fine. And be nice. Show your brilliance by being kind. And it says you don't have to be a leader to put yourself out there. You don't have to be the best person in the room. You just have to be the person in the room. Go in there and smile and wave and talk, even if it's small talk. Hey, how's your day going? Good. Okay, well, that's good. Glad to hear that. Or whatever. So anyway, you're an Aquarius. Aquarius, you're charming, I guess, Kai. I do Zodiac Sundays, and that's tomorrow. I will be doing each sign for the upcoming week, the energy around you for the upcoming week, and maybe things to look out for or look for in the upcoming week. And that will be tomorrow on the 5th of October. I don't know when I'll put it up. It depends on what's going on with the hubby, but I will get it up there. I pull all the zodiacs out of my little tea leaf reading cup, and I do a Zodiac Sunday. So for all signs, so I don't leave anybody out. Well, I bet you could be. Well, there you go. Just a good model, I hope. A model citizen. Not just looks-wise. Looks fade. I used to be cute. Now I'm just okay. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. I like the level I'm at. So, and I'm sure your mom is absolutely correct. You could be a model. Any kind of model you want to be. Whether it be a Vogue or a runway or a car model, any kind of model you want. You go for it. Do it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. So, looks fade though. So make sure you save some of that money from modeling. Or be an elder model even. That's a thought. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Kai. I appreciate it. I'm all right. I think it's my soul that radiates through, not necessarily my outer appearance, but I think my soul radiates goodness and beauty. I hope. At least I hope that's what it is. So, if you want, do you want to be a model, Kai? Do you want to be a model? I got about 8 minutes left. So, please, guys, hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. I want to get, oh, thank you, Gina. I could use it, that's for sure. You shouldn't be. Don't be insecure. I mean, everybody's mom, you're probably thinking, well, everybody's mom says they're good looking, but you know what? Sometimes not so much. Well, thank you. Thank you, Jackie. I want to reach 2,500 subscribers. That is my goal so I can give away this beautiful quilt. So if you haven't hit like and subscribe, hit it. Hit the bell. Watch my videos. Watch my shorts. Do something that you can do to help me help you. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know what? You're never too short. You're never too short. And, teenage years are tough. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Teenage years are tough. Live your life. Learn some things. Do some things. Shorter than me, but I think you might be same height as Sheila. I'm not sure, but I'm not even sure Sheila's on here today. I think she went to the Apple Festival. But anyway, how tall am I? I'm 5'7". I used to be 5'8". I don't know what happened. Took off my shoes, I guess. That's all right. Doesn't mean nothing. I mean, heck, there's some short NFL players that are really pretty dabbern good. It doesn't matter your height. It doesn't matter. Hey, Michael J. Fox was really short. Sylvester Stallone, really short. Tom Cruise, really short. Nicole Kidman towered over him. She towers over her husband now. So, I mean, come on. Short is okay. Short's good. You can reach the bottom shelf without standing on your head. I think that's awesome. I like short. Short's good. And those were actors. I don't think, Alec Baldwin's kind of tall, but Emilio Estevich, short. Sean Sheen, short. A lot of actors are short, but good. Your relationship with yourself, I told you, you don't want to you want to let people show you who they are, and then go from there. With your partner, is your partner the Aquarian person? Is that what we're talking about? The one that's trying to control you? I'm not sure what you're asking me. And I do got to get off of here. Oh, the Scorpio. Yeah. Uh, be patient. Be patient is the best advice I can give to you with your partner, is to be patient and not push. Don't be so pushy. Scorpios don't like to be pushed, especially in a corner. So, watch our Zodiac Sunday, and maybe that'll give you some advice tomorrow if you can. I don't know exactly what time I'll put it up, but it'll be up there tomorrow. But right now, guys, I really gotta get it done and get off and take care of the hubby and make sure that he's fed and it's not hungry and not hurting, because I have to turn him like every 3 hours, so that he doesn't get any more pressure ulcers. He got one from sitting up in the chair too long, so he's been down for a couple weeks now, and we're trying to heal that. So all the positive energy, guys, right to the tailbone area for Kevin. Okay? So with that being said, I hope you all have liked and enjoyed the live today as much as I enjoyed doing it. So with love and light, y'all stay mystical, and I gotta go. Bye. Till tomorrow.